So I asked you a simple question. What is genius about not voting? And what on earth do you and your people gain from not voting? That's when you left the conversation. And see, that's what I'm talking about. You never have an answer. You never have an answer. What do you what does it benefit you and your people by not voting? What benefit is it? What? And you just don't have an answer. So now I guess it's my turn to finish this conversation up, okay? I'm going to take it down to city council, all right? And I'm getting ready to tell you how the vote benefits our people when we win, okay? It's we get to determine what to do with the money. Isn't that what everybody is talking about? Money, 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 money. Okay, so guess what? Then we get to determine what to do with the money on local, state, and federal levels. Yeah. So if you run for office, if you run for city council, you run for whatever you run for, you have a certain amount of power that a lot of people don't have over your city, over your state, in the government. You get to determine where the money goes. Ah! If you never vote, or if you never run, or if you never vote for the person who believes in your interest, the money's never going to come towards you and your communities, right? Although you pay taxes. So let's go back to city council, for instance, right? So you have the city council where you live, and it varies. Each state, it varies when you vote, how you vote, and what's going on. Okay, so you got to learn that in your own state. Okay, you got to learn that within your own wherever you live. But city council does these things. Okay, and so you want to vote for people who want to do right with that money. Or you want to vote for people who actually see you and see your community, because they're going to be the ones determining how much goes where and what does what in your city. You understand what I'm saying? So therefore, you're hurting yourself and others by actively telling people not to vote, especially when you have no winning goal in mind. What is it? What do you gain from that? You lose power because you have no representation for your views. You see what I'm saying? And then what you're doing is you're empowering other people who have opposing views to yours because you didn't vote. You didn't even try. So now you just empowered people who are going to go against you. Okay, so that's not a gain, that's a loss for you and your people. And you miss out on the opportunity to influence anything when it comes to your city and your government in an official way. And remember, I just said in an official way. You can influence everything around you day by day, just doing little things here and there in the community or whatever. That's great. But when you have millions and billions of dollars coming to your city and your state, you want to have some kind of influence on what happens with that money. This is why there are certain areas in each state that never get anything done. But then in that same city or that same state, you have certain communities that always have something going on, that always have new developments, that always have. You see? Who's in city council? Who'd you vote in? Who's the mayor? Who ran for city council? Who did you vote in that represents your side of town? So basically what you're saying is you love being taxed without any representation. That's what not voting gets you. That's what not running for office gets you. That's what not running for office and winning gets you. That's what not pushing the vote. You have to push the vote in your community, not tell people not to vote. and then you turn around after you tell them not to vote and you complain about what your community does not have from the city or from the state. It's because you like being taxed without any representation. Your method makes no sense. It's completely illogical. And then you can run around and say, well, it saves time. You don't have to say, well, it saves time. It's not like you have to vote every day. Or you might say, well, you can make a difference in other ways. Well, you can. You can make a difference in a lot of ways and by voting.